starts now.
Welcome to News Watch 12 at 10. I'm Justin Betty. Tonight, a Rhinelander man has now been arrested, tied to last week's death of Hannah Miller. She's the woman whose body was found near Riverbend Road off Highway 8 east of Rhinelander last Wednesday morning. Oneida County Sheriff's officials say 24-year-old Seth Wakefield was arrested on Friday, but he's not the main suspect. He is charged with one count of party to a crime of first-degree intentional homicide and one count of conspiracy to commit first-degree intentional homicide. He's now being held at the Oneida County Jail on $100,000 bond. Meanwhile, authorities are still searching for Christopher Terrell Anderson, who was accused of shooting and killing Miller. And it looks like there could be more people involved than we first thought. Sheriff's officials say they have located both cars tied to the suspect, both found in Minnesota. Again, law enforcement is still looking for the suspect himself. Tools and equipment were stolen after someone broke into Camp 10 ski area last week. According to a post on the Slopes Facebook page, the thief or thieves also got away with some engine parts, wrenches, radios, a chainsaw, and about $250 worth of bolts that would mount their track belts. In all, they say they lost about $6,000 in uninsured goods. They also believe the break-in was staged for a second trip. Lincoln County Sheriff's Department is still investigating. Hodag Festival employees will be working extra hours this week trying to fix a bathroom on the grounds just days before that big country music festival is set to kick off. This after a camper crashed into the side of the building. Pine Lake Fire Rescue officials say it happened just before 2 Sunday afternoon. You see it here. They say the owner of the camper was just trying to move it, and the accelerator got stuck, causing the vehicle to hit the building instead. Firefighters were able to help ground staff temporarily brace the building so the camper could be removed and repairs to the structure could be made. We had some strong storms moving through parts of our area tonight. About 300 people without power at one point in Marathon County. Jeff, how are things looking now?
Yeah, Justin, still a busy week ahead for us weather-wise and across the area. The campgrounds are full. Hodag Fest is this week as well. And look what we did today with highs near 90 in Rhinelander, the third time this year. But those storms are now gone, but they'll be back tomorrow. Temperatures are hanging out in the 60s and low 70s out there currently, and it's incredibly humid as you know outside. If you've been out there at all today, you know we had dew points near 70. That's like Key West tropical air. So here's those storms earlier. Came through Marathon County, Wausau. Almost 2 inches of rain in an hour in Wausau earlier today. Those are pushing off to the southeast now and faded away. But for us, there's a lot to the west. So this whole batch is moving our direction for tomorrow. Locally heavy rainfall throughout the day tomorrow again, especially through the afternoon into Wednesday as well. Our forecast then for tonight, though, is increasing clouds towards sunrise with low temperatures down near 63. Your full forecast is coming up, Justin.
All right, thanks, Jeff. The number of new COVID-19 cases across Wisconsin continues to hold steady, less than 100 per day for a few weeks now. Today, the State Department of Health Services reports just 26 new cases. We're averaging 75 per day over the last week, as we have been for roughly 2 weeks now. DHS also reports 1 new death today. We're averaging about 1 per day statewide over the last week. Right now, DHS also reports about 61.5% of all adults in Wisconsin have now received at least 1 dose of COVID-19 vaccine. Oneida County has the highest vaccination rate in our region. They're closing in on about 2/3 of all adults with at least 1 shot. Taylor County has the lowest vaccination rate, not just in our region, but in the state, with just over 1/3 of all adults with at least 1 dose. 2020 was a rough year for many businesses. Now a new campaign hopes to give local business owners a bit of a boost by encouraging people to spend their money where they live. Newswatch 12's Megan Mamlock reports.
The Rhinelander Chamber of Commerce is starting up their second annual 715 campaign, encouraging residents and visitors to shop local.
This year we started the 715 pledge. That's our area code here, 715. So we're urging people to spend $15 at 7 different businesses during the 5-week campaign. You can sign up to take the pledge on our website. And when you do that, you're entered in to win some chamber bucks as a prize.
July is a busy time for Rhinelander, with many folks in town for the 4th of July and Hodag Country Fest at the end of the week. So organizers say this is a perfect time for the campaign.
I think that's definitely going to bring people around, and it's a great opportunity to visit different stores that you might not stop in. So I think it's a great idea.
Erin Higley used to live in Rhinelander and says she's excited to see how Brown Street has evolved since her time here.
We were just down here today and we knew about Trisha's Treasures, but we didn't know about this one I just walked into, or the one just down, the street a little ways. So I think anything that would help bring people to downtown and have them see the diverse, amount of shopping that they're trying to bring back to the community would be a great idea.
The campaign has 5 different themed weeks. Next week is Eat Local, then Shop Local, Explore Local, and Be Local. And all the money you spend here stays in Rhinelander.
For every dollar that you spend locally, 67 cents of it stays within your community. So businesses that you spend your money at, they will reinvest when they work with other businesses. They will help provide wages for local residents.
Reporting in Rhinelander, Megan Mamlock, Newswatch 12.
Well, before you know it, students will be returning to school, and 6 University of Wisconsin system schools have announced they are moving ahead with start dates on the Jewish holiday of Rosh Hashanah, despite some calls to change that. UW-Madison, La Crosse, Oshkosh, Parkside, Stout, and Superior all have scheduled classes to begin on September 7th or 8th. The Wisconsin State Journal reports the 6 campuses sent a letter to UW System President Tommy Thompson back in June, expressing some varying levels of regret over that. Some Jewish professors and students have now already decided they will miss the first day of class because of Rosh Hashanah. A newly released study estimates Wisconsin's wolf population dropped by almost a third in the months after federal officials announced plans to lift legal protections. The study by the University of Wisconsin scientists says people killed about 100 wolves in addition to the 218 taken during the February wolf hunt. They say many of those non-hunting deaths were from poaching, saying the findings suggest it would be risky to have another hunt this fall. State officials are planning one. Some other scientists say the numbers in the new study need more direct evidence. You now have the chance to help the Boulder Junction Chamber of Commerce name an 18-foot muskie statue. Check it out. Now through July 21st, names can be entered along with a short description of why that name should be chosen. A fan vote will be held from July 26th through 29th, just a few days, and the winners will be announced at 10 a.m. on Saturday, August 7th during Muskie Jamboree. The winner will receive Muskie Capital of the World swag, things like t-shirts, $50 in Boulder Bucks certificates, and of course, bragging rights. Folks at a Wisconsin horse farm are grieving today after the world's tallest horse died. Big Jake, as he was known, stood nearly 7 feet tall at his shoulders, was a big part of his owner's lives. Tim Elliott reports.
On this 85-acre plot of land in Poynette, Jerry Gilbert has his own personal piece of paradise.
Closest to heaven as I'll ever get, yeah.
But a big piece of that paradise is missing.
Well, there's a huge void. It feels like he's still here, but he's not.
Big Jake was a big deal at Smoky Hollow Farm.
Jake was just a special horse. He was truly a gentle giant.
Sadly, Jake passed away at 20 years old just a few weeks ago.
Very quiet. The other horses know. I think that they have their little grieving time because Jake was the center of attention of everything around here.
Back in 2010, Jake became the Guinness World Record holder for tallest living horse.
He held that record for 11 years.
Big Jake was certified by the Guinness World Records. From his hooves to his shoulders, Jake stood a towering 6 foot, 10 inches and 3/4 tall and weighed 2,500 pounds.
We knew he was special, and whenever we would show him, people would just be taken back by him, his size and everything.
But for Jerry, Big Jake was so much more than just a big horse.
It's amazing what we do for these animals because they're like our children. We care for them, we protect them, we're with them every single day.
During his life well lived, Jake loved to entertain.
My daughter and myself at the Wisconsin State Fair, and this would be Jake. He really knew how to work the crowd. You know, he'd come up to the fence and he'd tower over everybody.
But when that harness was off, Jake loved to play and take a snooze.
Jake would take a nap at about 1 o'clock every day, and he'd snore. And it was the funniest thing ever.
Big Jake, a big horse with an even bigger personality that touched so many lives.
Day to day, I think we'll always feel that Jake is still here. And I don't think that'll ever change.
The Gilberts will honor Big Jake by retiring his stall, keeping it empty, putting in a brick on the outside with his name and picture. Outside, it has been a hot past few days, but that could be changing soon. Jeff's in with your full forecast after the break. You're watching News Watch 12, proud to serve Tomahawk folks all across the Northwoods of Wisconsin.
Come to Carpet City Flooring Center and get the toughest waterproof floors in the industry, where they're in stock and on sale. Rigid Maximum XL is 50% thicker and 30% longer, resulting in maximum durability, which is perfect for active families and pets. Not to mention, it's easy to install. Come to Carpet City Flooring Center to get your Rigid Maximum XL waterproof floors today.
Carpet City, our prices will floor you.
Renee is not an influencer. She's more of a groundbreaker. Just look at the way she's reshaping and reimagining her 4-acre slice of heaven. It's not hard to tell she's the real deal. Renee runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor, because out here, you can't fake a job well done. Nothing runs like a Deere.
Stop by Lakeland Lawn and Equipment in Arborvita for special offers taking place for a limited time. Get great deals and service on legendary John Deere equipment.
Hi, I'm Linda, and I am here because of severe chronic back pain. I have been seeing doctors after doctors. I've had back surgery, and I had enough. So I went to Dr. Scher. I am relieved. I am happy. My family and my husband are very happy that I had this done.
Are you suffering with back or neck pain and considering the possibility of surgery? At the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau, we incorporate the latest technologies, including high-intensity laser therapy that provides the highest success rates in helping people just like you avoid back and neck surgery. With our treatments, there are no drugs and no surgery, just relief. Call today for a free spinal disc severity consultation and see if our treatments are right for you. Call 715-203-4392 or visit us at spinalaid.com. Start living your life pain-free.
All right, look what we did today. High temperature hit 91 at the airport in Rhinelander. We don't do this very often. In fact, this is the third time this year of 90 or above. Last year we had 4 days by today, 0 back in 19 and 6 in 2018. But we're likely not see another 90-degree day for a couple days around here at least, as we have a big change on the way. Still near 80 tomorrow, but we could hold high temperatures in the 60s on Wednesday. The average high is 79, the record low 37. Record high being 93. We just missed that today. And the sun set earlier at 8:49 this evening. All right, so out there right now, it's still incredibly humid and temperatures are not dropping off very quickly, as you know. We're currently at 68 in Rhinelander, 74 still in Wausau. Wausau had a feel-like temperature around 3 o'clock today of 101, right? But that's now gone and still 80 in Wapaka currently across that area. But look at this dew points, a measure of how muggy it feels outside. And you know it's tough to sleep in this stuff, as you know. If you're in a tent or a camper tonight, have fun with that with dew points near 70. It's like kind of Key West tropical air, but this will be changing here shortly as there are a series of cold fronts on the way. So here's the temperature looping into Wednesday, and then notice where I stop this on Wednesday afternoon. We're going to have high temperatures Wednesday, likely in the 60s, and a couple of you, if you get some rain showers across central Wisconsin on Wednesday, could hold your high temperature temperatures in the upper 50s to low 60s on Wednesday. So a far cry from today, right? Tomorrow, though, 78, so reaching for 80 tomorrow, still humid tomorrow. And then 65 is the forecast high for us on Wednesday. And then right back up, hanging out low to mid-70s through the weekend. Again, the average high being 79. We may not do that again until next week, Monday. So we'll see. We have some definitely cooler temperatures around the way, courtesy of a series of cold fronts. Cold front 1, cold front 2. Cold front 1 came through earlier. That gave a few thunderstorms across the area. They were more than a few for a couple hours there. Dropped 1.73 inches of rain in Wausau in a short amount of time. But those are now gone. And then we're waiting for front number 2 to come by. So front 1 came through. Front 2 is right there, moving in our direction for tomorrow. What that's going to do, though, is stall over us tomorrow and be a trigger for showers and storms, not just tomorrow, but tomorrow night into Wednesday. But we'll be on the north side of that front, meaning much colder temperatures flooding in. And again, high temperatures Wednesday in the 60s, but also lots of rainfall on the way. We could see localized flooding tomorrow, as that front will be a trigger for more storms throughout the day. And here's one radar estimate of what it could do tomorrow rainfall-wise into Wednesday. A widespread 1 to 2 inch, just call it a soaking rainfall, is on the way between about noon tomorrow and midday on Thursday. All right, here's Elsa coming off of Cuba, where the population there kind of felt lots of rainfall last couple days. This is making its way toward the Big Bend area of Florida as a tropical storm, winds near 60 miles per hour, and then up the East Coast as a tropical depression or low. Your forecast then for tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies, storms ending. They already have most places, with low temperatures down near a muggy 63. There could be some dense fog out there as where it rained likely today. All right, tomorrow, though, morning okay, but then afternoon showers and storms. Any of those could be strong to locally severe, with locally heavy rainfall and highs near 78. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Metro shows tomorrow's our wet day into Wednesday as well, drying out Thursday before another system gets in here over the weekend with high temperatures in the 70s. Justin.
All right, thanks, Jeff. The Northwoods was home to several big fireworks shows this weekend. I watched a show at the Snowshoe Baseball Field in Lake Tomahawk with my family. But aside from all the fireworks in the air across the country, there's another explosion underwater in the Gulf of Mexico that got many people's attention over the weekend. Jeremy Roth has details in tonight's Take a Look at This.
By air, land, and sea, it was an explosive Independence Day weekend. Unreal video from the Gulf of Mexico shows a ruptured underwater gas pipeline creating a cauldron of fire bubbling on the surface of the sea. No one was injured, and the pipeline's oil company was able to bring the incident under control, but that didn't stop the video from catching fire online. It, of course, went viral, with commenters calling the bizarre scene everything from an eye of fire to an open portal from hell. A planned fireworks display in Maryland had an unplanned early start when, according to officials, the fireworks were unintentionally discharged during setup. It resulted in an explosive scene on a crowded Ocean City beach and some minor injuries among the event's employees. Ultimately, the planned evening celebration had to be canceled. The fire marshal and the fireworks company are investigating what sparked the false start. Plenty of other holiday celebrations went off without a hitch as Americans all across the country celebrated their independence by taking in some festive, high-flying displays in places like New York City, Washington, D.C., Chicago, Austin, Fort Lauderdale, Las Vegas, and many, many more. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
Aaron Rodgers has made a lot of Packers fans nervous this year, but outside of hosting Jeopardy, we haven't heard much from the MVP this offseason. That changed today, though. We'll tell you some of what he had to say after the break. But first, here's tonight's Job Watch.
Job Watch is brought to you by Ripco Credit Union.
You like it made from scratch?
We know you do.
How about hot and hand-breaded?
That looks crispy.
First thing in the morning.
Not your grandpa's biscuit.
The new hand-breaded chicken biscuit from Hardee's.
Feed your happy. Can you get this? I don't have my wallet.
Oh, really? It's funny how that always happens.
It's funny.
With BMO Harris, you don't need your wallet. You can get money from any BMO ATM using your phone.
Uh-oh, looks like someone can buy their own tacos.
You could also pay them back with Zelle.
So many ways for you to pay.
Awesome.
Order for BMO.
Ooh, tacos, banking. Some things are made to be mobile.
That feeling you get when your phone is your wallet. That's the BMO effect. And right now, open a new BMO Harris account online in just 5 minutes.
Now's the time to get a Ford built for you, by you. Pick your color, your wheels, and other available features specifically designed for your Ford. Want an F-150 with a 12-inch touchscreen, 400 horsepower in an Explorer, or a moonroof? You've got it. And now an additional $1,000 bonus cash on top of all public offers. See your dealer for a Ford built for you, by you. Build and order your select Ford today and get $1,000 bonus cash in addition to all public offers.
Land O'Lakes, Wisconsin is calling your name. Our growing community is ideal for a getaway or even a new place to live. Adventurous types can find thrilling ways to explore the outdoors, while others soak in the serenity of nature. Families can ride bikes through picturesque trails or check out the quaint library, while golfers hit the green. Take a stroll through our charming downtown and dig into decadent supper club fare. Land O'Lakes has everything you need to LOL. Live out loud, that is.
Hardee's, BLT summer, ranch, what a stunner. I'ma hit the drive through and come right over. BLT ranch with the ice.
Celebrate this summer with the new BLT Ranch Angus Thick Burger from Hardee's. Feed your happy.
Coming up on your Tuesday, we'll speak with Nurse Christina Paris on this week's Nursing the North.
And thunderstorm chances back in the forecast, but temperatures cooling off with some refreshing temperatures in the forecast. More when you tune in on your Tuesday.
It's been an interesting offseason for Aaron Rodgers. Mid-news right before the NFL draft, he's upset with team management, wants out of Green Bay. Today, the MVP broke his silence. Speaking at a news conference ahead of a celebrity golf event tomorrow, Rodgers said he spent this offseason working on himself, including his mental health. Asked why he hasn't responded to all the news this offseason, Rodgers said, quote, "Sometimes the loudest person in the room is not the smartest person in the room. Sometimes the loudest person in the room is not the person who has all the facts on their side or the truth on their side. Sometimes there's a lot of wisdom in silence." End quote. Milwaukee Bucks are preparing to play in the NBA Finals the first time in almost 50 years. The big question now is how much and if will Giannis play, nursing a knee injury. Today, USA Today's Mark Medina reports Coach Mike Budenholzer said he's making good progress, but he doesn't have any expectations about whether Giannis will play. The Athletic reports he's officially doubtful for Game 1. Tip-off tomorrow set for 8 o'clock our time from Phoenix. Cole Caulfield's had a pretty amazing year after winning the Hobie Baker Award at University of Wisconsin. The Spash Lung helped the Montreal to the Stanley Cup final. Here he's in front of the net. Didn't score here, but he kind of works as a decoy, allowing Montreal to get on the board, take their first lead of the series. Josh Anderson finishes it off. He also had the game winner in overtime. Montreal goes on to win this one. Game 5 set for Wednesday in Tampa. Still ahead, we have maybe the most important edition of Your 2 Cents today. Not the funniest, not my favorite, but an important one for sure. Details after the break.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Coyote 93.7.
Hugging people again.
Going out to eat.
Keeping them safe.
When we all have a reason to get fully vaccinated. What's yours? Get your COVID-19 vaccine at vaccines.gov.
When it comes to internet and TV, Spectrum has the competition beat.
Really? Can you keep up with all this?
Yes. With faster download speeds and better performance, Spectrum is the #1 choice for gamers. Switch now with the fastest internet starting speeds for the price. 200 megabits. That's enough speed to game, surf, stream, and more on all your devices. Get Spectrum Internet for $44.99 a month. Call 833-742-4499.
Okay, but what about TV?
It's not easy to find something that works for everyone.
Spectrum TV with the free Spectrum TV app lets you watch live sports, local news, and more on your TV and on your devices. And unlike satellite, there's no ugly dish on your roof. Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-742-4499.
Too bad I'm in a contract.
Stuck in a contract? Spectrum will buy it out up to $500.
Seriously?
And you won't have to sign a new one. Don't wait. Switch today.
Awesome. Nice.
Yes! Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each. Call 833-742-4499.
Stop into Menards today. Your plumbing headquarters. Keep your basement dry with a Barracuda sump pump. They're built to last and are dependable. Save today with 11% off all Barracuda pumps. Check out our selection of Morton water softeners. Eliminating hard water will help you get softer skin and cleaner clothes. Right now, all Morton water softeners are 11% off. Start your next project and get 11% off everything. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
It took us years to find the perfect bun for Culver's Pretzel House Pub Burger.
It's got the nice pretzel flavor on the outside, but when you open it up, it's light and airy. Got a nice sweet flavor to it. It literally melts in your mouth.
This bun is perfect for a Pretzel House Pub Burger. Seared fresh beef, tangy mustard bistro sauce, pickled red onions, 2 slices of bacon, served with our signature cheddar cheese sauce.
This bun was made for this burger. This is perfect.
I think it's an awesome burger. Welcome to Delicious.
Hi, I'm Katie from Featherstone Cabinetry and Design. When I want the local forecast in Minocqua, I go to WJFW.com and check my hometown weather.
Your hometown weather, available 24/7 at WJFW.com.
One of the most talked about stories over the last week has, of course, been the woman who was shot and killed in Oneida County and the search for the person police believe killed her. We got a call from a viewer last week about that story. It's not on our Your 2 Cents line, just our regular station voicemail, so you'll notice the phone is a little different than the one you usually see. We'll play that voicemail for you, then we're going to talk about it.
Really? You guys have on the news that you're looking for suspect of a murder in Rhinelander, but what I heard was he's been shot and killed. So why can't you update it on here so everyone wouldn't be scared? That's crap.
Now, I don't normally respond to calls until Friday, but I think this one's important to address now. We got that call again last week, and as far as we know, as far as police are saying, the suspect is still on the loose somewhere. With crime stories, you'll almost always see rumors on social media before you see them on a news station or a newspaper, and often we see those same rumors you do. Sometimes they're true, sometimes they're not. But we're slower. We take the time to fact check and confirm any news before we report anything, even if that means we are a little slower. Now, in this case, whoever this woman heard from was wrong. But even if she was right, we would have waited to get confirmation from official sources. Sometimes we make mistakes, but we do our best. If you want to make your voice heard on Your 2 Cents, give us a call. That number is 715-365-8812, extension 319. Again, 715-365-8812, extension 319. Remember, I'll respond to some of your calls usually on Friday on My 2 Cents. Be right back.
Looking for a better way to cool off this summer? Start with a trip to Wickersham Jewelry and receive a free Yeti cooler with your purchase of $1,500 or more during their Super Summer Jewelry event, June 28th through July 10th. Wickersham's has hundreds of engagement rings, wedding bands, earrings, bracelets, and necklaces in every style and gemstone. Take advantage of interest-free financing. Wickersham Jewelry. If you can dream it, we can make it.
Here's some helpful power sports safety tips from Oneida and Vilas County. Remember that off-trail riding is trespassing and that alcohol and riding don't mix. All UTV passengers must wear safety restraints. Be sure to follow the posted speed limit. Children ages 12 to 15 must have an ATV safety certificate and be accompanied by an adult. Anyone under the age of 18 must wear a minimum Department of Transportation standard ATV or motorcycle helmet. It's your responsibility to know the laws before operating an ATV or UTV.
Here's the thing. When you create a network as a local, you know the dead spots, so you fix them. You know the neighbors, So you're good to them. Did you drop these?
You know the strongest signal comes from starting local and staying loyal, no matter how much you grow.
The nationwide network built from your town up. Right now, get up to $1,200 off any 5G phone. No trade-in required or hidden fees. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
Feel the freedom of the open road this summer. Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg has your keys to adventure. We're giving away the keys to a hot new Ford Ranger Lariat in July, along with buckets of cash, a tailgate package, a camping package, and a patio package. Summer doesn't get any better. Grab your bestie and play your favorite game. While you play and have fun, earn entries all month long. Get entered today, because on Saturday, July 31st, we'll hand out the keys to the new Ford Ranger and lots of cash and prizes. Find your keys to adventure at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg.
ELM Repair in Edgar is a family-owned and operated full-service diesel repair shop. From pickups to semi-trucks to heavy equipment and RV service. If it runs on diesel, we can repair it. Want more power and better mileage? Our experienced professionals will get your truck running and at peak performance. With a state-of-the-art dyno and fully stocked parts department, we can even come out to you with our 24-hour mobile repair service. ELM is always looking for passionate and talented people to join our team. The Diesel Doctor. Have it done right the first time at ELM Repair.
Real estate auction, Paulding, Michigan, July 31st. Beautiful log cabin with 221 acres being sold to the highest bidder regardless of price. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
All right, so Jeff, looks like things are changing in the weather department
So
outside.
we're calming down tonight, but tomorrow a front's going to stall across the area and give us lots of rainfall through the day tomorrow. And then a big cold front's on the way. That's going to hold temperatures in the 60s probably on Wednesday. So no more 91 like we had today. That's going to be far down the road. We're in the 60s and a couple 70s, even an 80 still hanging on here at 10:45 in Wapaka right now. But, you know, it's incredibly humid outside. One front came through, changed our wind direction, gave us a couple of storms earlier, brought almost 2 inches of rainfall to the Wausau area. But those are now gone. We're in the calm now before the next system comes through. That's going to stall over us tomorrow and bring us a really good chance for showers and storms tomorrow. Likely non-severe, but they'll be making really good rain out of those into Wednesday with cool temperatures Wednesday, and then struggling back to get into the mid-70s or so Thursday, Friday.
It doesn't look really like a July forecast there.
We're taking a step back. Temporary one.
A little break.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chef. Thanks for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 10. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon is next. Have a good night.